Do you have one swing flaw that always seems to let you down, especially when you're under pressure? If that's you, make sure you keep watching because I'm going to give you one key thought that you need to be thinking about to change this. Ready to get stuck into this? Thought so. This is Nick Does Golf. Yes, one key thought. That is it. Whether you hit a slice, a hook, a thin, a fat, it doesn't matter what it is. This key thought is certainly going to help you. A lot of instructors talk about swing plane or shaft plane, and a lot of amateurs don't really have a clue what that means. Do they? Nod your head if you are one of these. Yes, thought it might be you. As a kid, I didn't have a clue either. Okay, when I was growing up, trying to build my game, build my swing up, I didn't have a clue. I just wanted to hit the ball well, as everybody else does. But as you get better and you improve, you start to understand it a little bit more. You start to delve in and you do your own research. So I'm going to quickly break this down for you as simply as possible. Okay, typically when you go for a lesson, the pro might put you on a video or a software so they can slow your swing down to have a look. Okay. So once they've got you on the video, they will start from your address position and they will draw a line straight up the shaft of your golf club, okay, and through your body. Okay. From there they will see if you can swing and it matches up with that line, okay? And also on the downswing, they'll see if the club matches up again with that line and through on the way through to your follow through. Now this can be very complicated for somebody such as yourself to interpret. So what I want you to do, and the easiest way for me to interpret swing plane, is to imagine that you have a pencil on the toe end of your golf club, okay? So from there, all I want you to do is to draw the perfect circle back to the top of your backswing, okay, and through, okay? So you're going to swing, draw, through, okay? And you try and match up your backswing with your downswing, okay? You wouldn't draw the perfect circle like this, okay? So you wouldn't come inside and cut across because they don't match, and also you wouldn't do the opposite. So you wouldn't take it out there and drop it in, okay? Because they don't match, they're not consistent, okay? This could lead to certain problems such as slicing, hooking, fats and fins. Now obviously it's easier said than done unless you are Adam Scott, who literally has the perfect swing out of anybody in the world. It looks brilliant, okay? But if you can get it as close as you can, okay, on that backswing, draw the perfect circle, okay, and match it on the way through, you're going to have such more of a better chance of creating a better swing path, okay, presenting a squarer club face at impact to generate a straighter ball flight, which is what we're all after. One thing that our mind and body is really good at is subconsciously knowing where we need to get that club at impact, okay, and where the shaft needs to come down during our downswing and through our through swing. So depending on where our positions are throughout the whole backswing, okay, and leading the downswing, our body's very good at fighting that and whatever position we're in, because we know subconsciously that we need to get the club back into the right position to be able to hit a decent shot. And because we rely on momentum to get that ball to the specific distance that we need, it's very hard for our bodies to do that. Therefore we make compensations to do this, and also this increases the amount of habits, or bad habits should I say, that do creep into our swings. So in theory, it's almost like we need to exaggerate the opposite of what we're doing. So for example, if we are slicing the ball and we're coming inside and throwing it over the top, we're not matching that swing plane that is right there, okay, because we're coming in steep and cutting across it, putting that left to right spin on it. And it's the same, okay, for the hookers of the ball, okay, so you're taking it out there, okay, so it doesn't match because it's very steep, okay, and on the downswing you flatten it out or shallow it out so it does come under that swing plane, therefore coming in right to left, okay, with that ball flight. So we almost need to sort of mimic the opposite of what we're doing. I do hit a draw anyway, Okay, I have done both of these. That was in my younger years, so a slicer of the ball, and then as I grew up, I took it out a little bit more and drop it inside, and I'm still prone to doing that. Okay, so if I was to do that, and something that I'm working on at the moment, it is to bring it in a fraction on the inside for me. That is the feeling that I want, but obviously I want to match it up with that shaft plane. Okay, so all I'm thinking about is having that pencil on the end of my club, okay, drawing a perfect circle on the way back and on the way through. So let's give that a go. And something like that. So if you're a slicer or a hooker of the ball, make sure you think about momentum, okay, and use it efficiently. If you can create yourself a decent swing plane, okay, as you go through your swing, you're certainly going to have a better chance at presenting that ball with a straighter path, straighter club face, okay, therefore having a straighter outcome at the end of your shot. Now we're going to consider how using momentum affects people that fat or thin the ball. Let's delve in. So not only can you use your momentum inefficiently to promote slicing and hooking, but also in terms of your ball striking and how that can be affected, okay? So posture is a very important thing with this, okay? So if you set up with perfect posture, okay, in a good position, you are in a good position at the top and you come through towards the ball, you're going to cover that ball with your chest, your right shoulder is going to go towards the target. That is something I have always sort of kept to my mind. Get that right shoulder firing towards the target, okay, and cover the ball. Now, a lot of people will do this at golf clubs that I've seen, okay. They might start in a deep position, okay, with their posture. So their posture isn't great to start with, which isn't going to hold them in good stead, okay. So they're quite deep, okay. Then they'll swing from there, and then their body will automatically react to this position, okay. So chances are they're going to stand up, okay. So they're in that deep position, they're going to stand up, okay. They're going to thrust with that pelvis that way, okay, to compensate for them being in that position. Chances are you're going to come up, okay. Not only are you going to hit it right, okay, of target because you're stuck behind the ball, okay, but chances are you're going to thin that shot. If you're to start in a higher position with your posture, okay, so your knees are flexed, they're not bent, okay, you're going to start higher. From there, once you get to the top of your backswing, you can come down and almost squat into the floor. I mean, you do hear a lot about people using the ground force production, you name it. All these golfers squatting into the ball. This is how they get their power, and you can ultimately do that as well. By starting in a higher position with your posture, you can get yourself in a good position at the top, and then from there squat into the ball, get that right shoulder covering your target, okay. From there you can compress the ball a hell of a lot better with this, okay. So let's give this a go. So start in a higher position, flex the knees, good position at the top, right shoulder through towards the target. Let's go. With this you can compress the ball a lot better, you can create a lot more speed, you can really use the floor as much as you can. The same can be said for people that fat the ball. They use their momentum inefficiently, okay, from this front plane here, okay. So looking at this angle from here, they use it totally wrong. This is to do with more weight transfer, okay, as well. But they'll get to the top of the backswing, okay, and they'll lean towards the target. Our body's automatically going to fight this on the way down. So if they're leaning, they're going to switch onto their right side. Once you do that, okay, you're going to hit the ground early, then the ball, okay, and you're not going to get the desired strike that you want. So using that momentum, okay, what you need to do, don't worry, I've been through this as well, this is why I'm passing it on to you. You need to load up that side, okay. Momentum shifts to the opposite side. you get the weight on your right heel inside there, okay. From there you can cover your chest, okay, over the ball. Right shoulder fires just like before with the other shot previously, okay? And you can transfer into that side, okay, hit the ball, then turf, and get a really good outcome with this one. So turn with the chest, okay, weight comes into that heel rather than leaning this side, and then from there unwind with your left hip from the top, cover the ball and go from there. Let's give this a go. And something like that. So they are the most common shots and common faults that people have: slicing, hooking, thinning and fatting, okay. The key word here is momentum. If you can use momentum efficiently and in the right ways, the chances of you having a better strike, okay, and a better path into the ball is going to be certainly more beneficial to you than what you may be currently doing. I have experienced all of these, okay, throughout my junior years and still as I'm trying to improve, okay. Some of these I currently still do, and as you go through and you play a lot of golf, you don't even realize that you're doing it, okay. So it's really important to have a look on the video camera at what you're doing so you know where you're going wrong. But these are certain things that I check up on, okay, when I don't get a chance to see my coach, for example, because I don't see him very often, okay. I can revert back to these. When I'm having a look at my own swing, I can see what I'm doing wrong, where my inefficiencies are, and you can do this as well. So use momentum effectively and draw that imaginary circle with that imaginary pencil on the end of your club, okay. This is certainly going to hold you in good stead for your swing. Guys, I hope this has proved to be an effective tool for you to be able to integrate it into your practice and out onto the course. This is certainly going to help you self-critique. I do this all the time. Get yourself on video, you might not even realise that you're doing something like this. If you've liked what you've seen, make sure you like this video and give us a comment down below. Let me know what you think and how you've got on. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Make sure you do, okay? Hit that big red subscribe button down below, okay? And also hit the notifications button to keep up to date when I'm releasing other videos. Also, I'm very active on social media, so make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing. My aim is to help as many golfers out there as possible by laying out and sharing my experiences from playing this magnificent game. Golfers, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching and see you all very soon.